Hello and welcome back. My name is Dominik. I used to do videos up here up until about 2 weeks ago or something, but if you don't, I don't even blame you because I know the attention span on this weird thing called the internet is pretty slow. Anyway, usually on this channel we talk about social media marketing, all that stuff that comes around with it, personal branding, Instagram of course, but not exclusively. I'm still kind of trying to change things up every now and then, but we'll see where where it goes. More on that in the other videos a little bit later. So I was kind of gone for 2 weeks for some reasons, whatever. Anyway, right now I'm back. And just wanted to say thank you very much for all those people that kept messaging me in the DM here on YouTube and email. Thank you very much. Just wanted to say it once and for all. Thanks. I love the community. Even though I was gone, I still checked out these things. Your comments and all of that. Anyway, so let me just clean up this mess in my head. I kind of thought about lots of interesting things. I'm kind of still tired, whatever. So let me get into the Instagram algorithm, and thanks for, waiting out for that very long intro. So there was one message that I got the most out of all those messages I got in the last 2 weeks. Man, Dominik, how can I beat the Instagram algorithm? How? I just want to know. And let me tell you something. There's a lot to say about this topic and lots of maybe controversial things. But let me just start from the bottom up because I really want you guys to grasp the idea. Kind of slurring the words, but you're probably used to that. First of all, usually people when people write me that, I take a look at my phone and just look at their profiles and just look at them, and their content just basically is garbage. It sucks. Usually these people, when I see that, they kind of seem very impulsive. They kind of seem like they have like this thing in their mind. They want to go for it. They kind of want a shortcut to success. And while this might not be that bad of a personality trait in some parts, in some areas of your life, it's certainly not with social media. So if you're here, you guys, to actually cheat the system, to actually get a shortcut with Instagram by shortcutting the Instagram algorithm, you're on the wrong page, and just switch off the channel right now. If you're not, anyway, keep listening because there's lots of things to say. Somehow what I noticed is people think like on the internet, that things are not real at all. They're like, okay, this is the internet. This is just kind of an electronic thing. People could just pull a switch, and basically that's when things are going to happen. Well, it's just not like that. I don't know if you noticed, my friends, but those people on Instagram are actually real people that kind of want to be entertained. Some of those people want to, maybe they're on their breaks and they kind of need some break and they kind of want to, go onto Instagram to be entertained or, whatever. But these are real people. So, no matter how you can actually manipulate the Instagram algorithm, if your content just basically is not great, if it doesn't entertain those people, those real people, you can pull those switches. It's nothing will happen from that. So just get this idea, because I feel like, I know I say that sometimes, and sometimes means a lot, but I feel like people still don't get it anyway. So before you even think about this algorithm thing, before you even think about what I want to blame the algorithm, it's not going well, think about yourself. Okay, how can you actually generate some value to people? Value can be entertaining purposes. Value can be some DIY stuff. Value can be some tutorials, whatever, just some great pictures, which is entertainment. Just think about that beforehand and take a long time thinking about that, because that's the ultimate core of your whole Instagram journey, of your whole social media journey. And if you got the core right, you planted the seed, then you can kind of start to think about, okay, how can I actually not manipulate, but use the algorithm, but we'll get to that. So what I mean with that is, really, if you have your thing, if you decided on what you're going to do on Instagram, you kind of should, if you're going for a long-term, viable, sustainable path, you should ideally stand with every inch and ounce of your body behind what you do. You do your thing. You have your passion behind that, because passion is a really important thing, and you keep doing your stuff. And it's really hot in here anyway. So you just keep doing your stuff, and after that, we're going to take a look at how you could maybe be able to manipulate. No, here's the thing. Actually, you're not going to be able to manipulate the algorithm in any way, because here's the thing, my friends. You don't just manipulate the algorithm. You don't beat the algorithm, which is kind of the thing that everybody wants. Because Instagram is has such a strong intelligence behind it already. they kind of know. I'm sure they know if you try to beat the algorithm, if they kind of, you know, spot you, you know, trying to do some, you know, whatever, you know, black hattish thing, and they're going to make you pay for it. They're going to make you suffer for it. The other thing is that if you kind of find some other freaky way to get followers really fast, like lots of YouTube videos are about, you know, for example, this one method where, you know, you go to a celebrity profile, follow, for example, Will Smith, you follow Will Smith, and then you wait kind of, you know, 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden these you know, followers come flooding to your profile. Then you unfollow Will Smith again, wait a little bit, and then you follow Will Smith again, and then, you know, it seems like, you know, all those people, they're like, oh, you know, he's following Will Smith, he's cool, but that's actually not what's happening. There's actually some weird bots probably, you know, targeting, you know, all those new weird Will Smith followers, and actually just trying to get you to their profile. You know, it's just a sleazy way in this sense. There's the other way that's kind of similar that's not that sleazy, but, you know, whatever. So, you know, these people are not going, they don't even care at all about your, you know, things, because they're not real people. There's some kind of weird bot behind it, and that's about it. Anyway, I don't want to be too overly dramatic. You know, maybe you can hear my voice. I'm still kind of exhausted from whatever. But guess what, my friends? If you somehow get the attention of real people, and your content is kind of aligned, it's all good. And this is when we can start actually trying to leverage the algorithm for it to, you know, make you appear more, make you be exposed to more people, because ultimately that's what you probably need, and that's probably all that you need. So for all of you OGs that have plowed through my big rant about this thing, you know, I'm gonna tell you some, you know, I'm not gonna tell you tricks, because there's no real tricks, because we want the genuine things. A trick's not real, right? But I will tell you real stuff, because ultimately what you want is to actually just leverage, you know, what the algorithm's about, leverage this whole thing to make you appear to more profiles, to get more exposure, you know, naturally by, you know, using the algorithm. And this is what we're going to talk about right now, my friends. And, you know, things like that are not that difficult. They're not some kind of, you know, you have this formula, you have to follow this formula, and then this will happen. No, we're just here in this video, we're just going to get to the core principle of, you know, social media, which some of you guys, and sometimes me, myself, you know, just kind of forget. It's about social interactions, and the algorithm, like the core principle of pretty much any algorithm of social media is, or pretty much any, you know, algorithm of any app or whatever is, and they want the users to be happy. They want, for example, on Instagram, what you want is you want to have as many social signals, you know, as early on as possible. And I did a video way back when I said, okay, you know, we have an algorithm, but, you know, the posting times, posting times are not as important anymore as they were before. And while this is still true to some extent, you still want to kind of be, you know, thinking about the posting times. You know, usually just going through the analytics app, analytics on your Instagram, and seeing, okay, when are the people that follow me online the most, right? For example, today is, I don't even know, Friday, and Friday is usually, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 p.m. or something like that, or I don't know, 9 p.m. You see that you want to schedule your post, or you want to post right at that time when you know most of the people are online. When you do that, you have your post. Of course, it should be awesome quality. It should be, you know, a cool post, and you should have a real cool and good caption going on. You know, a caption that kind of wants to spark interest, engagement. A caption that kind of wants to start some kind of, you know, interaction. First of all, likes, but, you know, on Instagram, comments are even more important. So what you want to focus on is you want to get some comments as early on as possible, with whatever trick, you know, I don't like the word trick, but there's some kinds of tricks that you can use to actually make people comment more on your profile. For example, say, okay, how rate this from 1 to 10, or put in a question. Of course, if you don't have that many followers, not lots of people are going to, you know, answer that, but you just don't care about that. If there's only one person, you know, answering your questions, or none at all, it doesn't matter. It's a long process. At one point there'll be people, you know, commenting, whatever. There's other really interesting methods to get that buzz going, by the way. And I'm going to make a video in the next couple of days about just that, how to get that whole initial buzz. Because there's some strategies going on, but it's a little bit too much for this video. And you can actually see I'm kind of confused still. Anyway, it feels good to be back, my friends. My name's Dominic, if you didn't know. It's still kind of really hot here in Vienna. I don't know, I might be start to travel really soon all around the world. Maybe meet some of you guys. And whatever. So, it's so hot. My name's Dominic. I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm pumped to be back, my friends. And, you know, I'll see you later.